Hello, and welcome to an incredibly exciting video. So, for MC Championship 10, we're mixing it up and doing something really cool. We're inviting 2 viewer teams to play in the next event. Yep, you heard me.
Yes, Scott. We definitely heard you. So let's get right down to business, shall we? My name is Katnapz, or Kat for short. I'm an 18-year-old who lives in America, and me and my team are probably one of hundreds of teams applying for MCC 10. And while I'm sure you probably heard the whole, "We're special, please pick us," or "We're going to win because we're super skilled and are going to kill Dream and Techno," I actually want to spend a little bit of time to introduce you to my group and explain why our dynamic specifically is so special. Because let me tell you, they're great people. First off, starting with me, I'm basically the leader of the group, along with our group editor. One of the main reasons why I heavily lean into these titles is because I'm not really the best at Minecraft, but I try to make up for it in other ways, like the video you're watching right now. That's mostly my doing, and I hopefully did a good enough job to at least somewhat impress you guys. But honestly, enough about me. Let me introduce you to my teammates. This is Tip, also known as 3-Tip, and he's a literal child. Yes, he is the youngest amongst us, but honestly, if we do make it into MCC, he'll most likely be the hard carry. His skill ranges from parkour to all the way up to PvP, and that's not even the best part about him. He's a super cool dude and is fun to play with. Sometimes it's easy to forget how young he is, because he acts like he's at least 2 years older than he actually is. But I think it's time you actually hear from him yourself.
I am Tip. I am from Lithuania. I do live in the United Kingdom, and I am part of this group.
All right.
You sure?
I think so.
Tell me an embarrassing story about your past.
Okay, so one time I went to like this goose parks, where it's parks with goose and it's a massive pond. I went there with my scooter, and while I was heading down, a goose was chasing me. I got so scared. I fell off my scooter and slid all the way into the pond.
Oh.
It was not
Did you get
fun.
that gas?
I was feared for my life for that goose. It kept chasing me still after I fell in. It was not fun. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I was so intimidated. Everywhere I look, people just staring.
Thoughts on Tommy in it?
Yes. He's
Is that some bad thing?
he's British.
He is.
His name's Tommy. He plays with Dream.
I feel like you don't really have anything nice to say about him. So is there
And he's quite annoying.
Okay. Just had to get that out of the way. Sorry about that.
Next up, we have Kanga. He's our Australian member, and allegedly, he's a furry according to Melizsa. Although, that's still an ongoing debate. Overall, he's a pretty chill dude, and he makes things fun and has a lot of skill in PvP, so he's definitely a good addition to the group, and I don't know exactly what we'd do without him.
My name's Kanga, and I'm from Australia. And I'm kind of nervous because this just feels like a police interrogation, and I'm not sure what I've done wrong.
Okay, so, Kanga, I'm going to start off with, what is an embarrassing story you've had when you were a kid?
I prefer not to talk until I can get in contact with my lawyer, if that's okay.
Okay,
If there was any animal you could be, which one would it be?
Probably a bird or a dragon. Dragon would be better, but then dragons also aren't real, so it's like...
Why not a kangaroo?
Because kangaroos can't fly.
but then why are you a kangaroo right now?
Because dragons aren't in Australia. They're also not anywhere, but... I'm literally being interrogated right now.
Dragons are not in Australia.
So you're a kangaroo
Yeah,
because
they're
you live in...
totally in the
Wait. So you're a kangaroo because you live in Australia?
Yeah, basically.
Last but not least, meet Melizsa. She most definitely takes up the role of team strategist because she knows MCC like the back of her hand. She will spend a lot of time rewatching old and new VODs to learn all the neat tricks. And if my words isn't enough to describe her dedication, I want to put it in perspective for you. Once, she built the Sands of Time map on her own just for fun, which according to her took about 30 hours. But I'm sure you want to hear about it from her herself, so allow me to introduce you to Melizsa.
Hello, hello. I'm Melizsa, like my in-game name, but without the Z, and I'm from the Netherlands.
Okay, well, going into the nitty-gritty, what are your thoughts on Kanga?
I cannot understand what he says about 20% of the time, because he's Australian.
Damn!
Is that because I have an accent or because that's big too?
A combination and the fact that I'm Dutch, so it's already not my first language.
Alright, so yeah, are you willing to elaborate? Or is that it? Or should I move on to the next question?
I think he's gonna get angry if I call him a furry again.
Are you gonna get angry?
Well, it depends if she says it again or not.
Alright, well, next thing, Melizsa, what are your thoughts on 3-tip?
Has the attention span of an otter.
About what? An autist? Wait, what? Hello. What'd you say?
Nothing.
And that's our team introduction. Hopefully effectively displays that we really have a lot to offer going into MCC 10. Not only do we have skill, but we also have charisma amongst each other. We are a dynamic group that is here to win, along with have some fun. Because all in all, that's what this event is all about.
Not only are we here to compete, but we can also all stream the event. We all have one of the setups with pretty good PCs, so we can easily handle the event along with streaming it at the same time. The reason why I'm so adamant about streaming the event is because we know that you guys want to get all the players' perspectives if you can, so that you can make the Twitter clips and everything else you need. On top of this, we can give the audience a new perspective with fresh faces to add to the roster.
Not to mention, we are diverse. We're an unlikely group of friends split between guys and girls, old and young, scattered across the world. The chances of us meeting were slim, but since we happen, we like to believe it's for a reason.
We know that you have a lot of applicants, and we're a tiny fish in an absolutely huge pond. But we hope you consider us for the event. We tried to make our video a little unique to give you something fresh, so you didn't have to watch the same thing over and over again. We hope you enjoyed it.
Hope to see you soon, Noxcrew!
I want to be the Crimson Kangaroos, or 50% furry.
First of all, Crimson doesn't start with a K. Second of all,
It does start with a K.
It does.
it does. What?
Yeah, it does. Okay, tip.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I haven't thought of it yet.
Tip, we're gonna need a question from you.
Trying to find something around this room that I can help for a question. What's here? What's your favorite type of flower?